We got to meet the star over here, Maddy Morphosis, last week on RuPaul's Drag Race Season 14. And this week, all the contestants are coming together. New episode on Friday. And Maddy's going to be at Roscoe's to celebrate this new episode. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
So let's first of all go ahead. First of all, congratulations. You had a two-part season premiere. Tell us a little bit about, what you expect that reaction to be with the fans at Roscoe's on Friday when you're watching this new episode.
I know this episode is going to be crazy. There's going to be a lot of twists and turns, and I'm like excited and nervous to watch it because I know all the craziness that's going to happen this episode. So I'm like equally excited to see everyone else's reactions this time around. The last viewing party that I was at, it was just me watching the TV and everyone's kind of behind me. So I'm glad this time I get to kind of like face and see everyone else like in the crowd whenever it's all going on this time.
Because this is the first time that you're going to be, part of like the RuPaul Drag Race family. You're going to be out and about. You're going to be at Roscoe's here watching it. So this is kind of your big debut as far as, an audience goes.
Basically, yeah. This is the first time like going outside of my little comfort zone bubble with my family and friends to like as a Ru girl, which is like so crazy to say.
When they announced the lineup for season 14, and when people saw your episode last week, did your phone blow up as far as people you grew up with and friends and maybe just people who maybe didn't know that you were going to be on that show and just messages of support?
Oh yeah, no, it was like insane. Like I didn't tell anybody that I went to high school with, but I was like a bunch of them were just like randomly out of the woodworks, just popping up saying congrats, saw you on the TV. Family members I haven't heard of in years that are just like randomly in my inbox or message requests, just like sprinkled in between all the other people. It's crazy.
You saw in your episode, there's that look in your face when RuPaul says, that you're straight, and you can see that you were kind of anticipating that moment of like, here it comes. And then we see the other people's reactions as far as like, did RuPaul just say what I think, was just said? Yeah. How is it as far as the reaction? Because what I've seen on the page and I've seen on your page is just so much fan support for you and your art.
Yeah, no, like I said, I've been doing drag for like 5 years now, and I've always encountered support within like the drag scene and everyone around it. So I was never expecting the queens to really be like hateful or have really negative opinions about it. I was more so like just worried about them like knowing I was straight and then viewing everything I did past that through that lens. And I just was hoping to kind of establish myself in the show a little bit and kind of like maybe have a mirror moment after I showcase my drag a little bit. But then RuPaul right out the gate, it was just like, so you're the straight queen. It's like, oh no, here we go.
Let's talk about some of the other contestants there. Some fierce competition. Did you look at anybody when you walked into that room initially and you're like, this person is going to be the my main competition, or is everyone just kind of seeing how it goes, leading up to this next episode?
No, I'm not worried about any of those boogers. What are you talking about? Like going into the show, like I was worried about a lot of things because obviously with RuPaul's Drag Race, like you can win doing like any kind of like drag. It showcases all different styles and anyone can succeed doing it. So walking in immediately, Jasmine Kennedy's beautiful outfit, stoned outfits. Georges is gorgeous. Deja Skye was honestly one of the people I was the most worried about when I first walked in because like her makeup is so good. And like there are so many moments and things that like they didn't like air because obviously they can't put the entirety, they had to trim stuff down, but like Deja is so witty, so funny, so quick. And, as someone who does like a lot of camp and comedy, to see like another funny queen with amazing makeup, it's very intimidating in that moment.
but speaking of amazing, let's talk about your amazing outfit, that Marie Antoinette inspired outfit with the head. I've never seen anything like that before. You just knocked it out of the park with that outfit.
Thank you.
What was it like to to put it on and to have everybody else's reaction in that room, and whether you're in your hometown watching it or just messages you got online as far as seeing that?
Yeah, when in the workroom, whenever I put it on, everyone's talking about like how cool it looked, and like online, like everyone's been really like loving the look, being like gagging about it. But honestly, like once it was on, I just wanted to take it off. It's so uncomfortable. Like going down the runway, I was having to like squat and like shimmy duck walk down the runway. So like as glad as I am to have had that moment, I'm glad it's done and glad it's over with.
Okay, well, we want to see more crazy outfits, this in the weeks coming. So I'm excited to see this week's episode and continue to watch on Friday. But if you scroll your Instagram, you get to see Joan Jett, Sophia from the Golden Girls, Colonel Sanders, Beetlejuice. Tell me where you get a little bit of your inspiration for your drag.
I mean, a lot of like what I do, I just like see things that aren't typically drag and just like try to make them drag, pull inspiration from other things. Sometimes I'll just see like a Halloween costume. I'll be like, there's a performance in there. I can like elevate it, throw some lashes on it. Or sometimes I'll see like a commercial, an old TV show, just like anything that gives inspiration and kind of sparks an idea and just kind of flesh it out from there. Or sometimes there'll just be like a song that I like. I'd be like, what would be a funny character to do with this? Or something that would just be very subversive and stupid. I just like all over the place. My brain is just always running around thinking about nothing important.
as with all of us, there are a lot of Chicago queens who have been on RuPaul's Drag Race just the last couple of seasons. You know, Denali, Silky Nutmeg Ganache, the Vixen. Did any of them reach out to you, or do you have any connection as far as some of our past contestants here from the Chicago area?
I've had a couple like interactions online. I think I got a message from Denali recently, but aside from that, I haven't really talked to a lot of like people just because, you know, my inbox is like crazy. I haven't had a chance to really talk to a lot of the other like Ru girls yet, outside of just a lot of, you know, we love you, thank you, and things like that.
Now you're coming to Chicago. You were only here for a brief time before you said to pick out an outfit.
Yeah, whenever I was getting ready for Drag Race, there was one a dress I had to pick up, and I knew like getting things together, I didn't want to risk like shipping getting delayed or anything and not having it. And so I said like, I will drive up there right now if you can have it done in time. And I did. I drove like 9 hours up to Chicago, grabbed the dress, 9 hours back. So I have seen Chicago, but I have not experienced Chicago. Well, just Chicago.
Yeah, you got to get some food. You got to go check out the nightlife. I mean, you're gonna have a good experience here this upcoming weekend.
I'm excited.
What does it feel like as far? Oh, is that your cat?
Oh yeah, that's Pickles.
hey Pickles, how are you? I didn't know we're gonna get a cameo appearance.
I know. A little sneak peek for y'all.
A little sneak peek. Like, been reading all the comments, and everyone has been so like welcoming and so positive, and it seems like, you know, with Got Mick last season, it was something new as far as a trans person being part of the show, and as the show continues to evolve, it's exciting, and it's wonderful to see you know, everyone have a chance at being part of this.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm really excited. I'm not really worried about anything. Like I said, I've been doing drag for about 5 years now, and every space that I performed at has been, you know, queer spaces, and I've always been welcomed, always been encouraged to do it. And like me first going out into the drag scene, you know, it was like me exploring my own gender identity and trying to find out more about myself. And so like I went through this experience not as like a purveyor of drag and just like wanting to come into the space, but like I was going there for a reason. Like I understand, like I respect the spaces, and I know that people that know me know that I respect the space as well. I've never encountered any negativity or pushback for entering any of these spaces, so I'm not really worried about, you know, any negativity or pushback or anything like that. I think people see what I do and, you know, respect that. And I think also me being on the show and like the things that I've said on the show, people understand a little bit more about me and where I'm coming from.
Maddy Morphosis going to be at Roscoe's this upcoming Friday for a viewing party, and they're going to be out performing there at Roscoe's. Go ahead and check out their website for all the information on that, plus new episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race every Friday night. Go ahead and cheer on Maddy. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.